am a happy camper. One of my favorite duos on SportsCenter. Well, you had Dan and Keith, and you had the late Stuart Scott, rest in peace, Stuart Scott, and Rich Eisen. But in latter years, my favorite SportsCenter duo was the 1 a.m. Los Angeles SportsCenter with Stan Verret and Neil Everett, because they were the last connection of that whole Dan and Keith era, where it's just like funny, know their sports, entertaining. And they were the last of that. A couple years ago, ESPN let go of Neil. Still paid him off. They let go of a lot of talent a couple years ago, and basically paid a bunch of people like Max Kellerman, just paid them to stay at home. So now everybody's contract is up. So he got paid, but Stan was still there. Stan was still holding down that 1 a.m. SportsCenter. And then a few months ago, they got rid of Stan. I was like, well, damn. So sometimes Nicole Briscoe's on at 1 a.m., so that's fine. I like Briscoe. There's only a few people I actually like on ESPN, to be honest, that's hosting these days. Some of the newbies, some of the ladies are cool. Some of the dudes, it's like they're doing B version, what was good. I don't know about some of the dudes, but the ladies been fine. But some of the dudes, I'm not sure. So now, Stan and Neil are going to do a Twitch show Tuesdays and Fridays. They're going to do their own SportsCenter, like, it's not connected to SportsCenter, so it's just their own baby, their own SportsCenter like show on Twitch. Now, at first, I wasn't sure how that's going to work, because the average age of a Twitch viewer is 26, and Neil is 63, Stan is 69. I'm 59. Sorry, Stan. Stan's 59, Neil's 63. And their audience is basically guys like me, Gen Xers, and then older than me, baby boomers, and maybe slightly older millennials. And I just wasn't sure how that Twitch audience is going to work, because that audience has a Kai Cenat Twitch audience. And Kai Cenat has 18 million viewers or fans on Twitch. So I wasn't sure how that was going to work. So what's going to happen is Stan and Neil will broadcast their SportsCenter-like show on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then they'll cross-platform it on YouTube and it's other platforms. So they're probably still working out deals. So most likely, their best bet is to put it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and probably X. And to be honest, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go to X first with this instead of Twitch. But maybe they just maybe Twitch wanted to expand their average viewer base, because like I said, they have a Gen Z, they have the Gen Z audience, but maybe they want to branch out some, and maybe they want to hit an older demographic. So good for Stan and Neil, man. Stan and Neil was always entertaining. I enjoyed them a lot. They said it's going to be a combination of sports highlights and interviews. I think they'll do well. I think there's a lot of competition out there. They gotta make sure that they're entertaining enough. This is going to make people come back every Tuesday and Friday night. And there could be some few bumps in the way, because if you're just watching SportsCenter all the time, you're just going to be watching SportsCenter. But I like the fact that it's going to be on YouTube. I like the fact if they put on Facebook or X, that's good for them too. But I like the idea that they're going to rebroadcast it on YouTube. Because if it was just Twitch, I don't think it was going to work, unless they had Kai Cenat as a correspondent, and you get some cross-pollination that way. But no, I don't think that was going to work. So what do you guys think of Stan and Neil being on Twitch? Good idea? I think it's a good idea. Like the fact that they're going to be on other platforms. And who do you think, if there's someone that's out there right now, that's been around for a while, that's not on any of these that's on these platforms, who do you think should go on Twitch or X or Facebook or Instagram? Who do you think should have a social media show that's doing sports right now, who might be really good at it? But they just haven't come around yet? Let me know.